Good day, everyone, and welcome to Breaking Bulletin, your trusted source for local, regional, and international updates from your town to the global stage. We are tackling a question shaking North America. What is potash, and why is the United States dependent on Canada for it? According to the Narwhal on March 7, 2025, potash, a mineral powering food production, sits at the heart of a Canada-United States trade war, with over 80% of United States agricultural potash hailing from Saskatchewan mines, per Reuters on March 7, 2025. United States President Donald Trump tariffs 25% on Canadian goods, 10% on energy, per NPR on February 1, 2025, threaten this lifeline. Per National Post on March 9, 2025, potash, rich in potassium, fuels fertilizers 95% of its use, per Natural Resources Canada, vital for crops feeding billions, per the Canadian Encyclopedia. Canada, with a 2.8 trillion Canadian dollar gross domestic product per Statistics Canada in 2024, pumps out 32% of the world, 67.5 million tons. Per Natural Resources Canada in 2023, dwarfing United States output less than 10% of its need, per the Narwhal. Saskatchewan Prairie Evaporite Deposit, 1.1 billion tons, per Canada Action, reigns supreme, per Reuters, while United States farms lean on Canada for 87% of imports, per Real Agriculture on November 10, 2024, Trump tariff delay April 2nd. Per Reuters on March 7, 2025, cuts potash to 10%, per National Post, but Fertilizer Institute warns of price hikes, per the Narwhal. Canada exports 22.8 million tons yearly, 46% to United States, per Natural Resources Canada, as Russia and Belarus 19% and 15% globally, per the same source, face sanctions, per National Post. Can United States farmers survive without Canada flow? Using data from Reuters, the Narwhal, and more, we will unpack potash role, United States reliance, and trade stakes. This is Breaking Bulletin. Please like this video, share it with your community, subscribe for more local, regional, and international updates, and comment below. Can United States farms dodge Canada potash? Stay tuned as we dig into this critical story. Let us start with the basics, because understanding potash unlocks why it matters so much. According to Natural Resources Canada, potash is a group of potassium-rich minerals and chemicals, chiefly potassium chloride, known as muriate of potash, essential for plant growth, per the Canadian Encyclopedia on November 1, 2009. Potassium, the seventh most abundant element in Earth crust, per the same source, boosts crop yield, disease resistance, and water retention, per Fertilizer Canada. The Narwhal on March 7, 2025, dubs it critical to food security, with 95% of its 67.5 million ton global output, per Natural Resources Canada in 2023, feeding fertilizers, per Reuters. Historically, potash came from wood ashes. Canada exported 43,958 barrels by 1865, per the Canadian Encyclopedia, but today it is mined from ancient seabeds, per Canada Action on January 31, 2024. Saskatchewan Prairie Evaporite Deposit, formed 400 million years ago, holds 1.1 billion tons. Per Natural Resources Canada, the world's largest reserve, per National Post on March 9, 2025. This rose-colored rock pink from clay impurities, per the Canadian Encyclopedia, dominates via 11 underground mines, per the Narwhal, run by giants like Nutrien, Mosaic, and KS Potash Canada, per Natural Resources Canada. Canada output 21.9 million tons in 2023. Per Natural Resources, Canada leads globally, hitting 32% of production, per the Narwhal, against Russia 19%. and Belarus 15%. Per the same source, both sanctioned post-Ukraine invasion, per National Post, small amounts 5%, per the Canadian Encyclopedia hit soaps, ceramics, even explosives, per Reuters, but agriculture rules. United States with a $26.9 trillion gross domestic product per the International Monetary Fund in 2024. Grows corn, soy, Illinois alone $9.5 billion United States dollars in 2023 per the Globe and Mail on March 2, 2025, but its soil lacks potassium per Real Agriculture on November 10, 2024. Canada exports 22.8 million tons yearly, 46% to United States, per Natural Resources Canada via rail and barge, per the Narwhal, dwarfing United States domestic haul under 1 million tons. Per the Globe and Mail, Trump tariffs 25%, now 10% on potash, per National Post spike costs, per Fertilizer Institute on February 2, 2025, as spring planting nears, per Reuters. Saskatchewan mines 1,000 meters deep, per the Globe and Mail, churn out high-grade potash nutrient alone, $3 billion United States dollars in 2024 sales, per the same source. Irreplaceable, per the Narwhal. United States farmers, per Real Agriculture, apply potash twice yearly, spring and fall, facing a supply pinch without Canada, per National Post. This is potash food backbone, trade flashpoint. Please like, share, subscribe to Breaking Bulletin, and comment how vital is potash to your region. We bring you updates from your town and beyond. Now, let us zero in on United States reliance, because Canada potash dominance is no accident. According to the Narwhal on March 7, 2025, over 80% of United States agricultural potash, 87% of imports, per Real Agriculture on November 10, 2024, flows from Canada, mainly Saskatchewan. United States production less than 1 million tons, per the Globe and Mail on March 2, 2025, covers under 10% of its need, per the Narwhal, leaving a gaping hole. While geology and logistics, per Reuters on March 7, 2025, Saskatchewan Prairie Evaporite Deposit, 1.1 billion tons, per Natural Resources Canada, dwarfs United States reserves Utah and New Mexico scrape by. Per Canada Action on January 31, 2024, Canada 21.9 million tons in 2023 per Natural Resources Canada swamps United States output, per the Narwhal, while proximity 1,200 kilometers from Saskatchewan to Illinois, per our estimate from United Nations data, beats shipping from Russia 19% global share, or Belarus 15% per Natural Resources Canada, both sanctioned, per National Post on March 9, 2025. United States agriculture to 155 coastal and inland counties, per the United States Census Bureau, leans on potash for corn, soy, wheat, per the Globe and Mail. Illinois corn, 9.5 billion United States dollars, per the same source, demands potassium-rich fertilizer. Canada supplies 7 million tons yearly, per the Western producer on January 22, 2025. Alternatives falter. China, 9% globally, per Natural Resources Canada, faces United States 10% tariffs, per NPR on February 1, 2025, and lacks Canada scale, per Reuters. Trade ties lock this in Canada-United States-Mexico agreement, per Global Affairs Canada on March 2, 2025, eased flows, but Trump tariffs 25%, now 10% on potash, per National Post threaten, per the Narwhal. United States farmers, per Fertilizer Institute, cannot pivot. Russia and Belarus are out, per National Post, and domestic mines lag, per Real Agriculture. Canada Rail CN and CPKC hauls 46% of 22.8 million tons to United States, per Natural Resources Canada, a lifeline, per Reuters. Nutrien CEO Ken Seitz told National Post, "We supply 45 states," underscoring reach, per the Narwhal. This is United States dependence. Canada Potash powers its fields. Please like, share, subscribe to Breaking Bulletin, and comment. Can United States break free of Canada supply? We deliver local, regional, and international updates daily. Let us pivot to the battleground, because Trump tariffs put Canada potash in the crosshairs. According to NPR, on February 1, 2025, United States slapped 25% tariffs on Canada goods, 10% on energy, effective February 4th. Paused to April 2nd. Per Reuters, on March 7, 2025, potash drops to 10%. Per National Post, on March 9, 2025, but Fertilizer Institute warns, per the Narwhal, higher costs hit farmers as spring looms, per Reuters. Canada retaliates $155 billion Canadian dollars in tariffs, per Department of Finance Canada, on February 1, 2025, hitting United States imports, per CBC News on February 2, 2025. Potash, $11.5 billion Canadian dollars exported in 2023, per Global News. On March 4, 2025, fuels 46% of United States supply, per Natural Resources Canada, a leverage point, per the Narwhal. Ontario Premier Doug Ford told reporters, per National Post, without potash, they do not have a farming system. Floating export curbs, per Reuters. Saskatchewan Premier Scott Moe resists, per Global News. Citing food security, per the Globe and Mail. United States farmers balk American Farm Bureau, per National Post, begs exemptions, noting 80% reliance, per the Narwhal. Fertilizer Institute CEO Corey Rosenbusch told Reuters, tariffs distort markets, favoring Russia, China, per Fertilizer Canada, yet neither can fill Canada void, per Global News. United States $26.9 trillion gross domestic product, per the International Monetary Fund, versus Canada $2.8 trillion Canadian dollars, per Statistics Canada, sets an uneven fight, per Reuters. Nutrien warns, per the Narwhal, costs boomerang to United States. Potash prices, $383 United States dollars per ton in 2023, per Natural Resources Canada, could climb, per National Post. This is trade war. Potash tests ties. Please like, share, subscribe to Breaking Bulletin, and comment. Will tariffs sink United States farms? We bring you news from your town to the world. Potash reach stretches globally. Let us zoom out. Canada 22.8 million tons exported in 2023, per Natural Resources Canada, hits United States, Brazil 19%, per the same source. China 8%, per Reuters. World production 67.5 million tons, per Natural Resources Canada, leans on Canada 32%, Russia 19%, Belarus 15%, per the Narwhal, feeding a 10 billion person planet by 2050. Per BHP via the Star Phoenix on September 3, 2023. United States $26.9 trillion gross domestic product, per the International Monetary Fund, drives 25% of trade, per World Trade Organization in 2023. Potash hikes ripple, per Reuters. Europe $20 trillion gross domestic product, per the International Monetary Fund, watches Canada diversifies, per the Narwhal, while China for $1 trillion, per Bloomberg, gains if United States stumbles, per National Post. Brazil 95% import reliant, per the Western producer, taps Canada, per Reuters. Russia-Ukraine war spiked potash to $1,200 to United States dollars per ton in 2022, per Natural Resources Canada, easing to $383 United States dollars in 2023, per the same source. Sanctions lock out 30% of supply, per National Post, boosting Canada, per the Narwhal. United States consumers $71,067 median income, per Tax Foundation, face food price jumps, per Reuters, if tariffs hold, per the Globe and Mail. This is Global Canada Potash Anka's food chains. Please like, share, subscribe to Breaking Bulletin, and comment how does potash hit your table. We deliver local, regional, and international updates daily. What lies ahead? United States dependence on Canada potash faces a reckoning. Trump tariffs 10% on potash, per National Post on March 9, 2025 loom April 2nd. Per Reuters, has Canada 22.8 million ton exports, per Natural Resources Canada hold firm, per the Narwhal. United States domestic push Utah, New Mexico lags, per Canada action, needing decades, per Real Agriculture, to match Canada 1.1 billion ton reserve, per Natural Resources Canada. Canada diversifies Brazil, China, per Reuters 5 billion Canadian dollar aid package, per Reuters on March 7, 2025, eyes new markets, per the Narwhal. BHP Janssen mine 4.4 million tons by 2026, per the Globe, and Mail doubles to 8.4 million by 2029, per the same source, cementing Canada lead, per National Post. United States farmers, per Fertilizer Institute, cannot ditch Canada, Russia, Belarus out, China small, per Reuters facing price hikes, per the Narwhal. Talks loom fentanyl, dairy, per Department of Finance Canada potash a bargaining chip, per Global News. This is the future Canada potash reigns. Please like, share, subscribe to Breaking Bulletin, and comment what is United States' next move. We keep you posted from your town to the globe. In closing, what is potash and why is the United States dependent on Canada for it boils down to survival? Potash potassium-rich, per Natural Resources, Canada powers 95% of fertilizers. Per the Narwhal on March 7, 2025, with Canada 21.9 million tons, 32% globally, per the same source, feeding United States farms 80% from Saskatchewan, per Reuters. United States under 1 million tons, per the Globe and Mail, leans on Canada 1.1 billion ton reserve, per National Post on March 9, 2025, as tariffs 10%, per the same source threaten, per the Narwhal. Local fields Illinois 9.5 billion United States dollars, per the Globe and Mail. Global chains Brazil, China, per Reuters hinge on Canada flow, per Natural Resources Canada. This is Breaking Bulletin. Please like this video, share it across your community, subscribe for more local, regional, and international updates, and comment below. Can United States farms thrive without Canada potash? We bring you the latest from your town to the world stage. Stay with us as this unfolds.